Hello there, and welcome to something you can't escape from. It's Wehrmacht versus United States forces. Well, you can escape, I suppose. You could turn this YouTube video off right now. But you know you have the AE guarantee, and that's I will not upload the game unless it's somewhat entertaining. And giving us that somewhat entertaining game today is Havoc's Kettenkrad, with his binoculars looking left and right over what is soon to be a very stalemated village. We look at the villagers. They see a 1/4 ton Willys Jeep go forth, and they're not perturbed. They don't mind the United States forces. It's the Wehrmacht that trigger their AI villager running away response, and we will soon see that. The players are from Canada. We've got Havoc playing Wehrmacht, and from the south of Korea. And South Korea itself, it is indeed Charlotte's United States forces. And yeah, let's see how this goes. We've got Armour Company with the capping potential of the Jeep fully instigated. It's run into a machine and gewehr for now, though, which isn't what it wants to do. Meanwhile, Pioneers are pondering their next move to elicit two plosives there. Kettenkrad goes to plant this shoe mine in the northeast. And he is back off his honeymoon. That's right, he's had a small dram of whiskey, don't tell the wife, just to lubricate my larynx. And social skills for this here Company Heroes 3 cast. Why CoH3? Well, I was thinking of CoH1, couldn't find any good replays, and to be honest, I forget about CoH1 way too easily, like how the things work. CoH2, I am actually casting CoH2 this Sunday. It's Gonk's mirror match tournament. That's going to be interesting. So I'm saving that for Sunday. And I do expect CoH3 to continue on its path to improvements. We're hoping for Observer and expansions by the end of the year. Please, Relic, come on. Fingers crossed, community. Let's hope that Relic have a plan. And that all of this was a ruse. They were just pretending to release an unfinished game so they could hit us with the mega finishing moves of Steiner's battalion coming in from the south of Berlin to save the day. Let's hope that is the case indeed. Riflemen venture forth with Jeep support. Are they going to venture forth too far and hit this shoe mine? No, they're not for that Jeep, certainly not. Meanwhile, in the south, we've got Pioneers finding the scouts, scouting them out. We've got an MG42 facing south. They've been spotted by this garrison Jeep. Is going to be joined by another MG42 from Havoc. He hasn't chosen a commander yet. We do have Charlotte, of course, now going for a mortar. Then Air Support Company joining the headquarters tent here. That'll be interesting. Riflemen were suppressed and forced back to base. And Krad watches them on, as do the Pioneers. They're not even going to fire the MP40s. I mean, what's the point? They'll not do any health damage anyway. Especially with that 25% damage reduction modifier. I'm just begging Mirage Floor, DevM, Tar Nation, Marco, former community members, now Relic employees, please hear my call. Please remove that bonus. I want it back to how it was in CoH2 personally. I want retreats to be lethal if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Pioneers, we're calling an ambulance for the Jeep. Oh, but the Jeep has now gone past the bushes. The MG42 can't protect the Pioneers, but the Pioneers retreat to safety anyway. That's what I'm talking about. That should have been dead. It's too bloody strong right now, this retreat modifier. I'm not liking it. The 1/4 ton Willys Jeep is so called because it can watch Rifleman lose 2 models there. But no, so called because it can carry 1/4 ton of load in the flatbed of the back of the Jeep there. So there you go. Fun fact for you there by AE. Stealing Imperial Dane's glory, it would seem. MG42 versus fellow support weapon, but what's this? We've got a strafing run from the sky above. It's not looking good. Mortar. Oh, that's a bombing run. I wasn't expecting that. I was so certain that was a strafing run. Havoc's invested, y'all. And he went big with that first strike for the MG42, but it wasn't to be. Meanwhile, we've got Scout Car coming out from Havoc. Maybe that'll lead the way to Mechanized Battle Group, and possibly an 8-rad later on. That is the flavour, well, one of the many flavours of Wehrmacht. I think there's 3 or 4 flavours. Well, that's one of the dominant flavours of these Nazi bastards.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
He's smoked out the plus 10 fuel here, has Charlotte. Charlotte is a VTuber, meaning that they use a anime character as their personality on stream. So I'm not so sure if Charlotte is a Charlotte or it's a character called Charlotte, but either way, it's good to have some female representation through any means in the Company Heroes sphere. I can confirm my 39,000 view grand final of the Master League has 0 female viewers right now in YouTube Analytics, which is sad. It's also sad to be this Jeep right now because the 221 has prioritized vehicle engaged. It's going for it. It's a very unlikely survival for the Jeep. Can it get out of there? I tell you what, it's doing well. It's getting behind the headquarters building. Needs to go further. Oh, but can't go fully under. And we get a cartwheeling animation as the crew members do not survive, of course. They never do. Kettenkrad goes forth into the plus 16 munitions. We've got a smattering of engagements here. We've got a bar pop. We've got, oh, Pioneers dying here. That was a good bar pop. He managed to pick up the Pioneers. Good work. We've got fuel being denied all over the shop from Havoc. That is a confirmation of mechanized there. We've got the raid package elicited. Havoc wrecking Havoc all over Charlotte's face, but with that Pioneer loss, maybe Charlotte's going for materiel. To borrow a word from France, I believe materiel means material. Yes, I'm a cunning linguist, am I? Meanwhile, mine detonates, forces away the rifleman, leaving Charlotte with little fuel. Mortar trying to smoke out. Well, actually just trying to use HE shells to keep the rifles in the game, but they couldn't do so. Does Charlotte have munitions surplus? No, she does not. What does Havoc have? Well, there you go. We are getting the headquarters healing. There is no signifier of headquarters healing, which is sad. I wish there was, but there isn't. Grens versus rifles. G43s as well. And that is a tough battle, to be honest, especially on the move. They're trying to dodge the mortar at the same time, but it's not going to go well. And they're both forced back. I think the heavy cover for the rifleman really did swing it in Charlotte's favour. G43 is forced away in the north. We've got Kettenkrad and MG42 in an overpowered engagement versus the lowly scout squad. Shoe mines being planted here, and also here from Havoc, just trying to build up the Siegfried line, it would seem. One of them's been discovered, and the other's been discovered, and the Kettenkrad goes down to the bars. I really want to know, is there a tightrope in chat? And we've got Pioneers going down as well. Oh dear, the bars are wrecking. Absolute havoc on Havoc's army, it would seem. 2 squads wiped in quick succession, and when you push it in with the Pioneer squad that died here, there you can still see their bodies. That's 3 losses in 5 minutes now. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This Jaeger's going for G43s yet again. Going a little bit anti-infantry heavy. And are we going for a strafe or a bombing run? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a strafe. Charlotte lacking the munitions or something for that, possibly. Don't want to keep going for bombing runs. Oh, and here we go. We got the Scot of left-wing armoured. Devastating, that Jaeger squad. The attrition now is really kicking in. We've got 19 infantry kills for Charlotte's United States forces. And Havoc, he's going to have to get it within the garrisons to survive here. Going there. And there. Meanwhile, we've got grenade package being teched for Charlotte. 2-2-1. In an eternal engagement there. Oh, Oh my god, you don't want to be in a directional battle with your back facing this much high explosive capacity. And I must say, by the way, the better strategic build order for my money right now is Charlotte, because Peshino Stalemate is a garrison-orientated map with a high line, and it's basically like a volleyball net. You want to launch things over it and be asking questions of your opponent. Every engagement Havoc is in, he has to keep dodging those shells. There we go. This Jaeger squad stopped teching Reki and indeed went for the Panzerschreck. Maybe wants to catch this Scot off guard. He's gone for a classic casting mistake. He's done 11 minutes of really high-level casting, and now he's getting tired already. Panzer Company down for Havoc. I've hopefully got you hooked on this YouTube video, though. You want to go strong in the first 10 minutes and then kind of meander around for the next 30. Just a top tip there is you've got the Panzerbuska teched. I don't know what he was doing with that shell. He was trying to smash it in. What is that animation? Oh, that was good. That was better. When I looked at it more closely, it looked a lot better. Yep. No, there it was glitched again.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Meanwhile, he's just firing at this bloody van. He can't do much about it.
You have command points available.
And the Scot goes fourth. A little bit too far fourth, if that is correct English. MG42 and Panzerschreck Jaegers in the north. MG forced off. Forced off to use Imperial Danism, or that of anyone from Britain from around 100 plus years ago. That was of a wealthy family, the kind of people that force people to go down in the mines rather than go down in the mines themselves. Oh dear, my leg seems to have fallen off. I don't get received pronunciation myself. Adding random R sounds to words. Airstrike coming in. I'm 3 for 3 on catching these. It's going for the MG. It's a bombing run this time. Meanwhile, oh dear, the Scots gone rather far forward and found a Panzerbuska for its troubles. Rifleman with Power on him versus Jaegers. We're catching two things right now. He's trying to... Rifleman down and the Scot down. Jaeger forced off with a pixel of health there, or a line of pixels, a sliver. Either way, Jaegers go down in the north as well, so we're trading shots here. Scots and Riflemen using grenades, no doubt, to take out the Jaegers. Meanwhile, we lose a Scot and a Rifleman in the centre. What a messy game this is. And we're not talking diminutive Argentinians that are very good at association football. We're just on about this thing's all over the place. Grenade tossed and mortar rounds. Mortar hot shots it in, and Charlotte picks up the kill. I'm going to try and count now. So we had, let me get rid of the whistling sound, hang on. So we had Scot die, Rifle die, Jaeger die. Now MG's been stolen. That's kind of equal, isn't it? However, don't forget Havoc lost 2 sets of Pioneers, I think. Something like that. Let's look at the KDs. I'm going to say Charlotte's kind of ahead. Don't know. 8 rads out now. That's going to do some damage for certain. How's it countered? Not with much. We have 5 rifles on the field, all of which, of course, have tube socks with explosives inside.
Our enemy has the advantage. We must stop them.
Motor pool coming down. Maybe we'll go for some chaffees. That'll be interesting. It isn't all a bad little light tank for this map in particular due to the flanking opportunities afforded to you. But you really do need an engineer IMO to get the minesweeper out. Because you don't want those chaffees to just, you know... I tell you what. Wait. I've just thought of something. I've just realised something. This is big brain from AE time. Charlotte's balanced the map for herself. Charlotte has balanced the map for herself. One of the imbalances of this map in particular is that it funnels too much into the centre from the north. The area of approach is wider in the south. Let me just check out this engagement. It's wider in the south, By leveling this house, Charlotte has made the map more balanced. Bloody hell. I don't know if she meant it deliberately, but if she did, that's kind of big brain. I really like it. Ooh, that stolen Panzerschreck versus Aktrad. Keeping it out of position for a while. Meanwhile, Panzerbuska's capping in the east. The reconnaissance Jaegers have gone for the northern victory points.
Shock veterans have been relinquished to us.
And Stosstruppen are on the field. We do, of course, have, by the way, the Stosstruppen assault package, which I believe has had some buffs. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, on YouTube there. I think it might have done. Because this thing was all underwhelming. I think I saw some patch notes regarding it. Let's see how it fares. Regardless. Shall we sneak some sneaky whiskey and hang on? Don't tell the wife.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Right then. Stosstruppen are in combat for the first time. They've bundle-naded the exit. That's a white phosphorus grenade, in fact, and they could actually get the wipe here on the scout squad. They're targeting them. That's the Shrek squad, don't forget. And they get the kill. Not a bad little foray for the Stoss there.
The enemy remains stubborn. We are down to 300 points.
We do have a delayed fuse on the veteran MG. Chad Stosstruppen with their first engagement getting 5 infantry kills. They must have done something whilst I was breaking my marriage vows. I think they must have grenade packaged the rifleman, gotten a few kills, then they killed the scout. It was pretty badass. No doubt. Right. Aktrad is detecting everything coming its way. Very powerful. Very powerful is the infantry detection. But maybe it's not detecting this. There you go. There's the rifle under detection. Grens have discovered the chaffee, but the chaffee's going balls deep. Oh, there's a timely sticky grenade. I would like to have it could have stopped that happening. Aktrad down. Grens watched it happen and couldn't do anything about it. Pioneers under pressure. Mine detonates. Back in the north, Stoss forced off. They do have a bit of veterancy now. MG set up in the centre. It'll still create a bottleneck for this MG. You can see him coming.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Delayed fuses, though. Not doing as much damage as they once did, but still pretty bloody powerful, to say the least.
300 points left.
Right then, rifles capping the southern victory point. Victory point wise, we're kind of equal, to be honest. Panzer IV on the field. Let's see how it can do. We've got Panzerbuska still alive, by the way. It's been kind of relegated to backseat capping at the moment. Let's go around the far peripheries of the map, doing the dirty laundry of the Wehrmacht. Converging now on the rifles. Nice AoE shot there from the Panzer IV. We've got phosphorus. Oh, that's just normal smoke, sorry. On the Stosstruppen. Causes a hard retreat there from the Panzer IV, forcing them off. Rifles push down south. We've got similar operations in the north. And how... Oh, wow. Charlotte's gone for 2 chaffees to counter the Panzer IV. Not too sure about that, to be honest. Shot through the AoE. Nope, still attack grounding there. +5 taken away. But that rifle now is a really tricky... I'm going to stay on this rifle squad because I predict it could be in a bit of a sticky situation, to say the least. You've got a Panzer IV on the tree pad. You've got Recce. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I think a good player should target the crap out of this. And there it is. How's that 25% modifier going to work? Oh, that would have been a wiping CoH3. Meanwhile, Stosstruppen forced off themselves. Rifles continuing to push south. Looks like we had a bit of a strafing run in the centre. No one seems that badly hurt. The Vet 2 MG would have been the main target in most strafing run scenarios, and that seems roughly fine. Church has taken a beating though. I wonder if that incurred some damage. Well, it's not got much surrounding structure now. The Panzer IV's seen to that. Right, up to 3 chaffees now. A school of chaffees. Or a flock. A flock of chaffees. What is the phrase for ravens? There's all different kinds of animal phrases for a group, isn't there? A murder of crows is my favourite. What is it for chaffees? A club of chaffees. A marauding of chaffees. Swarm? Swarm's pretty good.
Command points should be assigned when possible, Commandant.
I'm really thinking. My subconscious is going to get to it. You know when you like assign your subconscious a task? Like, where are my keys? Where are my keys? Where are my keys? Then you have to get on with something else. Then you suddenly think of it. Ah, I put my keys in the attic. Something like that. In this case, AE subconscious will deliver. I promise you, I will tell you. A feast of chaffees. There you go. There you go. It's quite quick today. A feast of chaffees.
Has claimed our territory for their own.
Not too certain about that. I'll put it up to YouTube. I'll put it up to YouTube. You guys can think of it. No, I will carry on, cast. I'm not going to think of this anymore. Right. Planes. I like planes. Distract me with a plane, guys. It's fine. It's a bombing run. Not that cool. Do you remember the CoH3 bombing runs? Now them were some bombing runs. Oh. One of my very first hype YouTube videos was Reddit War Room back in 2012, and I caught a really cool bombing run, and I was casting with Complexity at the time. And yeah, that was my first ever piece of hype casting. Probably incredibly cringeworthy looking back on it, and the chaffees are mobilised! And they hit a mine. I told you, you need an engineer with a minesweeper if you're going to go for chaffee spam, because you do leave yourself vulnerable. They push on regardless. They're going in. They hit yet another mine. Can they get rid of the Panzer IV in this time? They got some frontal penetrations. We do have an AT grenade coming in. We now have down to 3 chafees. And there it is. The Panzer IV's down. But I tell you what, this Panzerbüsker's operating from within the smoke. It could actually get some more kills. Attack grounds come in. 2 chafees. Panzerbüsker reverses away. Oh, it's taken out as well. I tell you, not a bad trade there. The mines, they do nothing. Just like the goggles didn't for Duffman when he was filming, of course, Radioactive Man. Oh, no, he wasn't Duffman. That was Rainier Wolfcastle. I know my 90s Simpsons very well.
Where's your composure? It's only a mortar.
Righty-ho then. Jaegers ducking in and out. Chaffees don't offer much in way of AoE, but they can lead the way.
We have lost control of the victory.
Oh, I tell you what. I thought the Jaegers was getting in the church then, but I think they cancelled the order, I'd like to say. What's just been built? Is that more Sostrooping? Something's just been built. Jaegers forced away, Sostrooping and smoke listed by this Jaeger squad. It's just a lot happening, but not much lethality. Maybe we'll check out the north. Grenade incoming. That's a very bunched grenadier, but only 3 of them are going to incur any damage. One of these squad dynamics. Just pour it on amused. They just force them away the hard way.
Infantry will not be
A choir of chafees. A cohort of chafees. I like it. A charade of chafees.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
A parade. Cavalcade of chafees. They absolutely collide on this Sostrooping. No, it's not going to work. I need to be a ch sound. A chancellery of chaff. Shut up, A. You're ruining the cast. There's been 24, 25 minutes of hard graft and labour put into this, and you're ruining it. But dear God, man, we have the Panzerkampfwagen on the field. That was what he was hiding in his trousers. He's unleashing it on Charlotte's armies right now. It looks massive if I don't embarrass the poor lad. And this rifleman does not need to retreat. I don't know why this guy's retreating. Like, think about this right now. I suppose the Jaegers, but the Panther barely does anything to infantry. There's more you could do if you're a high-level player IMO right now. You've got 2 riflemen. This one doesn't need to retreat. He could soft retreat to here. I mean, heavy cover there. It doesn't make any sense. There's not going to be barely any anti-infantry damage whatsoever. Soft retreat to there, then to there. Just keep your guys in the fight. Look at that. Panthers are so anti-tank. It's unreal. They're more anti-tank than an anti-tank gun IMO. They're just, like, massive mobile anti-tank guns. Watch. Like, now she's learning. There we go. By the way, we've got 2 shoe mines here and here, apparently. Oh my God, we had 2 health points of damage done. Then a miss. That's what I'm talking about. Don't retreat to the Panther. There's no point. You might as well do the more damage to the Panther than the Panther did to them. It's the basking shark of sharks. You know what I mean? It's all filtration teeth.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Jaeger's Vet 2 with the G43s going north. Delayed fuses forcing the Vet 2 MG42 away yet again. And we've now got to 4 chaffees yet again. Charlotte is going to go big for this, I'm sure. Just need to sweep for those mines. Do we have a minesweeper? Yes, we have. The engineer was sweeping for mines. Good work. By the way, shout out to this chaffee with... Is that 2 vehicle kills? It's only 1, actually. 1 infantry kill, 1 garrison kill, 1 vehicle kill. Must have been a big boy, though, at least. Survived the original onslaught. An onslaught of chaffees. I like it. I like that a lot. I think we've got a winner. It doesn't start with a ch sound, but it's bloody good. Jaegers cap in the north. Slostruppen in the south. We've got Havoc, 204 victory points, bleeding Charlotte down to 173. But a Panzer IV building, just to give a bit more of a better overall army composition in terms of damage. Kill them, someone was shouting. It's the MG42. Okay. Calm down, mate. Bloody hell. I mean, you really had me thinking something big was happening there. This is an easy retreat scenario. You're in light cover. You're against barred rifles. Why continue? You're the... What the... What is happening to... Bring back the Master League. Like, I'm going to ask my wife if I can do more Master League, because this is just... What was that? Delayed fuses, finally wiping the Vet 2 MG. Nearly. Reese guns aren't going to wipe that, I tell you. Panzer IV on its way. What the F? The Panther got 2 infantry kills. Never in my life have I seen that in CoH3. The F is going on. Meanwhile, the onslaught of chaffees is ready in the north. Oh, that worked so well. I mean, come on, guys. I nailed it there. If anybody can beat me in the comments, please do your worst. AoE strike coming in, but we've also got an airstrike. And assault grenades forcing the rifles off. Here comes that. Oh, it was a lowly strafe. Oh, dear. All these units forced back for Havoc. We're going to have 5 chaffees adding to the onslaught. Oh, dear, oh, dear. All on prioritized vehicle mode. I mean, let's think about the infantry prowess. We've got 4 squads now.
Commandant, territory sector
And what
lost.
abilities does he have? Of course not. He's not got infantry, so there's no munition surplus, and there's no reduction to the reinforcement cost of the rifles, or increase to their health points. So, yeah, you get all these strafes, but I tell you what, your overall infantry manpower economy is not looking good. I'm not liking Charlotte's chances in that regard. 30 minutes in now on this game, looking like there's no signs of stopping for now. Gruesome Twosome in operation in the southwest side of the centre. Gren's going north with Stostruppen. Diverging because they want to keep this. They want to bleed Charlotte out. That's what they're going for. Applying those venomous fangs in Charlotte's bloodstreams, hoping for a bleed out. Bit of necrosis, a bit of opening of the wound as well. Why not? Let's add it in.
Victory point lost.
Shoe mines being planted, garrison being occupied, and the onslaught of chaffees is now a 6. That's right, 6 chaffees forming a beautiful. Well, good job, Devan, by the way. 3-time world champion of Company of Heroes. Right, let's get this on camera, shall we? Let's go over to monitor mode. Is that a thing? Let's get a nice little thumbnail there. I like it.
One of our capture points is under attack.
That spells hype for the YouTube, doesn't it? And they're going in. They are absolutely going in. We've got grenades detonating all over the place. We've got a Shrek, a Panther, and a Panzer IV. We've got an engine damage on the first of 6 chaffees. That's right. The onslaught is going in, but they're backing up. They're thinking twice, and they lose one of their cohorts. Is cohort a better term? Cohort of chaffees? Maybe. Riflemen forced off. In the north, they're dropping like flies, allegedly. A second Panzer IV joins the fray. And what's this strafe? That's easily dodged. A bit of damage on retreat there, but that's all that matters. Meanwhile, in the distraction, it seems that Charlotte was able to cap the central victory point and the south. And I tell you, the bleed is on. Charlotte remains on triple-digit figures, but barely at 100 in total. Rifleman forced away. MG setting up on the victory points as the Panzer IV team go in. And the chaffees surely don't like this. There's 6 of them. What has Havoc done there? This could end oh so badly. He's gone so far in. I don't know what he thought happened to 6 of them. Can't he count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're bringing death and destruction on your armoured forces at the moment. There's still 4. And there's only 1 vehicle left. It is indeed the big boy, the Panzer Fern. Can he take it out? We've got a lot of rear hits, side hits all over the bloody show at the moment. Panther takes some massive penetrations. 3 chaffees reign supreme. And now it's all down to the infantry as the Panther's taking out the Shreked up Jaeger Vet 2. Takes out a chaffee! There's that anti-tank AoE on display. 2 remain. What a good trade it remains for Charlotte. However, damaged tank from the mine. Not much the Stostruppen can do, though. Faustin Grenadier could do something. He'll get close enough, I tell you. He's going to try his darndest. 50 points remain for Charlotte in all this chaos and maelstrom of madness. Here it comes. Here it comes. And where's the Faust? There it is, taking out the tank. 6 become 1. Oh dear, oh dear. Now the Stostruppen. They could be destroyed. 1 man remains and he's dead. What's going on in this game? We've got 20 victory points remaining for Charlotte. She's got a cap as quick as a little legs will carry her. We've got a Pioneer laying mines most likely by that formation. Yes, they go indeed. Got in the north. Chaffee going there. Got Stormtrooper awaiting. Jaegers are awaiting. I mean, Rifleman capping here. He's won the battle, but he's not won the war. Havoc with a win somehow. We got a bombing strike, surely. Anything is a strafe. Just to try and stop the Jaegers. What happened to the capping there? By God, AE, keep the camera on. It's a victory regardless. I don't know why OBS went black. I think I pressed an F button. But it was the end of the game. There you go. I think I kept that cast together. I'm sure it was entertaining. It bloody... I actually got... Rarely I get stats, so I can actually talk about stats for once. Havoc... killed 109 people and he lost 80. And meanwhile, Charlotte, she killed 78 and lost 120. It doesn't make any sense. Classic Comedy Heroes. I am doing a really bad impression of a Valley Girl right now, but, yeah, graphs are over, and I accidentally clicked close, so there you go. If anybody wants to break into my locker padlock, the password 1984. Bit of Orwellian referencing there. Not bad if I don't say so. You can see, by the way, in my allowing my wife's family to stay in the house whilst the marriage is going on, my office / castaporium has been turned into whatever the F this is. It's not going well, fam. I'm not going to lie. All I'll say, though, is big thanks to you guys for watching. And I will also say big thanks to my man Vulcan for doing... I don't know what... I'm literally... What happens when I'm casting, by the way? I just cast what's on screen. So I saw the word Vulcan, so I just started talking about him. Let's browse Twitter, shall we? Ukraine frontline news were happening here. What have we got going on? They've managed to take out a submarine. In Rostov-on-Don, World War II vibes. Yo, I don't know what's going on there, but good work taking out a subway. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, big Russia supporter, he has funded the space rockets. That's pretty cool. He giveth, he taketh awayeth. D4, I don't know what that's about. Imperial Dane likes it though, so that's good. What else have we got going on? I like boxing. It's basically humans trying to give each other concussions and brain injuries, but I don't know why I like it. Whatever. I mean, come on. Why is Michael Gove being promoted to me? I am not right-wing. I am very centre-left. And this is a right-wing politician. Why am I given them on my Twitter feed? Can anybody answer me this question? I do not understand. I just don't get it. More boxing crap. I'm really psyched about Tempest Rising, by the way. This is my big next game, other than CoH3, of course. Oh, that's good. Apparently, Britain represents this Labrador puppy, and we're giving Storm Shadow missiles to the Ukrainians to take out this ship. So, nice. Apparently, Conor McGregor thinks he's the featherweight GOAT. I don't know who any of those other MMA stars in inverted commas are. And as a big professional wrestling fan, you are who you promote yourself to be. So therefore, Conor McGregor is the biggest of whoever these four are. Combat sports is not about who can knock out the most people in the shortest amount of time. It's about who can do that whilst promoting themselves. It's three-pronged approach. It's skill, size at your waist class, and ability to promote yourself. I really like the band Sleaford Mods. They're very good. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. Steve Bunt's more boxing stuff. It's getting pretty boring, not going to lie. Let's go over to Discord. Check out the Master League Discord, see what's going on there. We'll unveil photos of my wedding, shall we? I thought it looked pretty good. There's me and Ed. Not bad. Not bad at all. There's me looking dapper. Only because these French lads said I looked good. And if French people say you look good, you must look good. There's me and my beautiful wife. And there's us getting ejaculated on with confetti in front of our respective families, which is nice. And this is me posting GIF of this where the fun begins. Not too shabby. The Master League Discord is now about promoting Gonks tournament, which is this weekend. I sadly can't do Saturday, it seems. I need to go to Heathrow Airport on Saturday. But you can check out the tournament. I will be doing the Sunday, which I'll try and do some of the best games on the Sunday and then lead into the grand finals. Can't wait for that. It's going to be great. So I hope you're looking forward to it. And yeah, hopefully I've given enough of a buffer at the end of this cast now. Should I try and make it to 45 minutes? It is a nice round number. We could, we couldn't. Let's see. Password, by the way, if you've made it this far, is Protect Your Digital Gear by TomTok. So TomTok is the password. So if you make it this far in the video, please comment TomTok in the comments below. Big shout out to Nintendo Switch. I am a big fan of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know if you've heard of Zelda or Nintendo before, but they are two niche indie products, and I can't recommend them highly enough. Beautiful. It's the best gaming experience I've had since forever. I'll just say it. I was a late comer to being a Nintendo fan. Nintendo Wii was my first Nintendo console, and to this day, Mario Galaxy and Resident Evil 4, as ported to the Wii, are two of my top 10 gaming experiences. So I would say, like, Nintendo and PC are my two favorite. I've got the original Xbox as well. I mean, Halo Combat Evolved was incredible back in 2001. I'm going to give you my rankings now. My favorite consoles ever. Mega Drive was so good, man. This is difficult. This is really difficult. Let me search my soul for a moment. Okay, number one gaming console of all time is the IBM personal computer. I am playing on one right now. It gave me a Company Heroes. It gave me the hobby of a lifetime. And I've really enjoyed my time on the IBM personal computer. Great gaming console. Company Heroes, hell of a game. Not going to lie. Also, I used to play Doom 3D and Command & Conquer and Red Alert on MS-DOS back in the mid-90s. Great gaming console experience. Really loved it. My number one. Number two. Oh, man, this is difficult. I'm going to controversially say Xbox 360. I know I had Red Ring of Death, but Xbox 360 gave us some incredible games. Really, really good. If you had one 2006, 2008 era, you could play the following. It was mega. Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Gears of War. Need I go on? It goes on and on and on. Basically, that era for the Xbox 360 was absolutely god tier. It was god tier. Didn't even matter if the console could randomly set itself on fire. It was really good. It was really, really good. So Microsoft there with two big wins, because they did, of course, they did the operating system for the IBM personal computer console. Next on that list, we're going to have to go for, in 80s life this is, the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. I don't know why, but I happen to own one, and I absolutely love this thing. RoboCop vs. Terminator, such a good game. Introduced me to the cyberpunk kind of genre. Absolutely loved it. We've got 1 minute left on this video, and I'm next going to go to my fourth favorite console of all time. You've got to give it to the Sony PlayStation. Terrible, terrible, terrible recitation of the Sony PlayStation intro sound effects there, but to be honest, it was really good. Let's face it, you had Final Fantasy VII, you had Ridge Racer, you had Tomb Raider, mostly Final Fantasy VII. Did I mention it had Final Fantasy VII? So, yeah, great, great game. I can't bring myself to play Final Fantasy VII Retrograde. I don't know why. You just don't go back to your ex-girlfriend. You know what I mean? You've lived that life. You completed it 7 times. Why do it again? IMO. Fresh graphics do not mean fresh game. I also refuse to replay Resident Evil 4, despite that being one of my favorites. And after PlayStation 1, we're going to have to go over to, of course, the Nintendo Wii / Nintendo Switch. They're basically the same thing. But basically, Nintendo in the past 20 years make underpowered consoles. It's just Nintendo, Nintendo, Nintendo. It doesn't matter what device it is. It's all about the IPs. It's about what games they make. And you got Mario Odyssey, Mario Galaxy, Zelda, millions of Zeldas, Pikmins, and all these incredible first-party IPs that just blow everybody else out the water. And that is why Super Smash Bros. Is the greatest game of all time. Not really. Actually, I'm not the biggest Super Smash Bros. Fan. My favourite fighting game is probably Tekken. Tekken 7, I really like it. But, yeah, pretty good overall. I missed my 45... Oh, fuck. It's on 45 minutes now. My next timing window is about 50 minutes. Okay. I got to ramble for 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Okay. Right then. I'm pretty sure that order was whack. I just really like gaming. Like we all do. And my favourite games to play as of the last couple of years have been Red Dead Redemption 2, which I actually think is really boring, but I just really like to play it. Like, it's escapism in a nutshell. You actually think you're a cowboy. And the scenario and the artistry of the gaming environment is so fucking good. The graphics are so amazing. I just put it on every couple of months and I just pretend to be a cowboy for a bit and do some commuting and do some really shit quests. Like, the writing and the questry of that game is appallingly mediocre. It's just like boring. I just feel, where's my R-rated kind of satire and hilarity and the things that made Rockstar famous with the GTA series? Like, Red Dead Redemption 2 is an amazing piece of art for looking at, but you don't play that game, you look at it. I hate to say it, I'm sorry, it's just too boring. I don't find doing a vanilla quest to blow up a train and then go across the top of the train shooting people until they're dead to take the money at the end of the train. I don't find that intellectually interesting. Whereas GTA, you fly like a small RC helicopter around a construction site and drop bombs on the people. That's interesting because it's insane, and that's what I want from a game. I want true escapism and insanity. Catch the train, CJ! That kind of shit. That's what you want. You want madness. And Red Dead Redemption 2 really didn't deliver that for me, personally. It was too on the rails. And then off the rails when you're bombing the train, etc. But yeah, I've been playing that. Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom is truly fucking amazing. Like, Zelda's Tears of the Kingdom is the game that makes you actually love gaming again. Because the mechanics of it and the ideas within it are so satisfying to play. It's like that moment where you played Portal for the first time and gave it a full playthrough and you're like, you know what? As one intellectual MFer to another, thank you for making this sandbox for me to enjoy and this storyline for me to take part in. And Zelda really does that for me. It really does. I'm not into the whole anime style. I do like cel-shading, though. Jet Set Radio Future represent. But Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, it's all about the gameplay mechanics. They're so, so good. Really do appreciate it. Right. I've got 1 minute and 8 seconds. What else have I been playing? I did all the Hitmans about a year ago. I downloaded them all on some stale, probably on GOG, I think. I actually love playing Hitman games because I love killing people. My favourite part was where I just, do a massacre on an island. I just want true escapism. I want to be as evil as I possibly can be. Killing adults, of course, and they all deserve it, trust me. They're all vain. So, this is going down a dark path, but basically, yeah, turning Hitman into a massacre simulator. Probably not my proudest moment as a gamer. Probably giving Mario Odyssey 100% playthrough with all the gold stars. That was really difficult. But, yeah, I'm trying to rescue you all hating me and thinking I'm an evil person, and I've only got 15 seconds to do it within. So, yeah, I'm really trying to, save face at the moment after admitting I killed everyone in the game of Hitman. So that's not great. But yeah, thanks for listening. I do judge you if you made it this far. Hope you have a good rest of your week.